I'm Lady T506. Welcome to my channel. I'm here for Real Housewives of Atlanta Season 10, Episode 17. Now, I don't know what's worse, watching Portia trying to roller skate or me trying to ride a hoverboard. My little cousin has been trying for like the past month now to get me to ride a hoverboard, and I look like a newborn deer trying to walk. She just hops on the thing and rolls off. I seen a 1-year-old baby on. I'm like, you are just freshly walking. How are you on this hoverboard going around in circles? But me, I'm looking like a newborn deer needing my little cousin to guide me down the hallway because I'm scared of falling. Like, mind you, hoverboard is all of what, maybe 3-4 inches off the ground. But my whole 33-year-old self is scared to fall. I'm looking just as bad as Portia trying to roller skate, which, mind you, I'm not that good at roller skating. I'm more of a roller blader. Been rollerblading since I was like 7 years old. And my body, I guess my feet are used to the rollerblades. And when I try to get roller skates, it just feels awkward. I know it's like roller skating should be better. But in somehow in my mind, I'm like, I'm better at roller skating. But hey, I ain't been roller skating or blading in what, 15 years, maybe more than that. Portia, she's flipping and falling left and right, and it's nothing worse than when you roller skating and or blading and you fall and hit that concrete, hit the skating rink floor. I almost busted my whole entire hind part doing that, but thankfully the referee person to be sitting there just happened to be right behind me when I almost fell in front of a good maybe 40 people that was skating. But I was like, I understand what you're going through with the whole skating and with me trying to ride a hoverboard. Question: why does Cynthia still have this long as I'll get out conference table soon as you walk into the Bailey agency? This is what I need to know. Like, I shouldn't, as soon as I walk in your business, y'all having a conference just right there, especially is when we go into the back and you seem like you have more room back there. That to me seems like that's a more sensible place to have your conference area, not as soon as you walk in. That should be like the reception area. But hey, this is not my business, this is her. Kenya comes in to talk about what's going on with her, because we ain't seen her in a couple episodes. She's living her best life out there with her husband and them trying to get pregnant and her trying to get this PSA together. And I am liking Kenya more this season. Maybe Mark done just transferred away, transformed the way I feel about Kenya, but I'm liking Kenya so much this season. Yeah. So Sheree says she getting her house together. Well, the basement part of that, because when she had her housewarming party, the basement wasn't together, even though she said that she wasn't going to have a party until her basement was together, but she did anyway. So they've been having a few hiccups because they didn't change contractors. When I heard that, I was thinking they couldn't afford the original contractors, so they went for a cheaper person, and they had one, fire the first person, and two, then hire somebody cheaper and go through all that. But she's trying to get things together because she want to host parties and stuff, and she don't want people upstairs on her nice furniture. They can be downstairs in the basement. But when she was on the phone with Tyrone, correct me if I'm wrong, but did she or did she not say that she wants him to buy her several houses by the lake and or beach? Can somebody, I just need y'all help. Drop it below. Is this what she said? Because I'm like, does he have any money to buy you anything? I'm just asking these questions. Like, what money does he have? Because it seemed like, and what we've heard, he was in jail because he was stealing people's money. So how is he going to buy you things? Okay? And she wants to have a destination wedding. I'm not sure that he can leave the state once he gets out of prison. Because we keep on saying jail, but if you didn't did this type of crime, you are in prison. So I don't think he can leave the state, let alone the country. But hey, this is what Sheree wants. She wants to have a destination wedding, and she wants Tyrone to buy her not one but several houses by the lake, or was it the beach? I don't know, because I wasn't really paying attention. I was like, I don't think he can afford that. I don't even think he can afford a tiny house at this point. But hey, who am I? I don't know his finances, but I do know he was in jail because he was stealing somebody else's. So Nene and Brent talk, and she wants to talk about his future. Like, what are you doing once you graduate, or if he's already graduated? He said he want to go to Florida, but she's like, you're not gonna go to Florida, just hang around. Is it college or what? He wants to be a comedian. And Nina's like, she would rather him go to college, but like her auntie told her when, she graduated, I want you to go to college. I don't want you to follow your dreams. But she was like, with college, with following your dream, that's going to make you happy. Going to work, that's where you're getting up, going to work, making this money, and I want you to be happy. I'm going to support you. But in my opinion, most people, they're not, maybe that college isn't for them. Maybe a trade school. That way they're not going to college, racking up all this debt and potentially not getting a job in their field. Like, how many people have gone to college and now they can't get a job in their field? My husband is a prime example. He went to college and now he can't get a job in his field. So maybe a trade school or something like that. Young ladies out there, you don't have to go to college. If you're good at hair, go to beauty college. You could be out here making you some good money without paying so much. Men, barber school, welding, mechanic, something where they gonna always need this type of field. People always gonna need their hair done, their hair cut. They always gonna need something done to their car, something fixed, something like that. So college just isn't for everyone, in my opinion. But I don't know how Nene's going to help him with his, wanting to be a comedian when she's in trouble with the way she is. Like, granted, she shouldn't have said what she said, but, like, you got to have thick skin when you're on stage and you want to be a comedian. You just can't say the first thing off the top of your head. You just can't do that. So, Noelle, she has an internship at a prosthodontist. I think I'm saying that correctly because Cynthia, she couldn't say the correct word, but I guess he's a dentist who specializes in making like implants for patients. And Noelle, she's always had a fascination with the dentist. Me, can't stand going to the dentist. Always hated going to the dentist because I was always thinking I'm had to get a shot, I had to drill something. I didn't like the text of that stuff, or maybe that's they did when they was little. It's like that little cup they put on their finger and they clean your teeth. Never really liked that. Didn't like this. They used to do back in the day where you used to put that foam with fluoride on it. Never did like that. So I was never a dentist loving person. A lot of people aren't, but hey, this is, what Noelle wants to do. And I was like, it's good she can get an internship here and possibly, if I can talk, and she does, go to school for this, that could be a job setup for her right there, because it seems like that's going to be a lot of work. And then I'm like, hey, Noelle, if you happy, I'm happy too. But then Cynthia talking about introducing Noelle and Will together. And I was like, now y'all, my people, correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't Will basically show where his and Cynthia's relationship was the last time we seen them, when she was his Uber driver, picking him up, taking him to the airport, getting out of cars and putting bags inside cars and driving him to the airport? Didn't he basically say, we don't go together, so I would have broke up with you back then, but we don't go together? So why are we wanting to introduce our daughter to this man? I need to know this, Cynthia. I need to know this. So, Kenya, she is having a screening for her PSA. Earlier on in the episode, she had a few ladies come out and get makeovers, getting their hair done, getting makeup, getting new dresses from her friends that then donated dresses and ball gowns and such, like making them feel good about themselves. These women are survivors. They didn't survive domestic abuse and mental abuse, all that stuff, and let them know you have overcome. You didn't got out of that situation. You had to go back there. And a lot of women get into relationships that are like the last one, not realizing that it's a pattern, getting with the same type of man, thinking it's going to be different. And sometimes the men, they can, and women, we're not just going to say that, women don't be out here tripping and beating on people, but get into a relationship and not knowing that this person is not right for you and not right for anybody if they're going to be doing certain things like that. But so she has a PSA. Cynthia's mom, Barbara, came out. The ladies who had the makeovers, they came out. And all the ladies on the show came out. And, what's his name? What is Kenya's husband's name? Mark. He shows up and surprises Kenya. And Kenya, she was acting like a middle school girl seeing her boyfriend and him coming up and giving her roses. She was just as giddy as all get out. But we got Sheree over here being shady when she meets him, talking about some, ooh, where'd you get your nose pierced at? Because I was thinking about getting mine pierced. Now, y'all, when I first seen it, I was like, does he got his nose pierced? But I was like, okay, ain't none of my business. But Sheree had to be shady with it and like come to the man with like, where'd you get your nose pierced? Because I was thinking about getting mine, didn't get her in confessional talk about some, I ain't seen a man with a nose pierced since Tupac, but you know, that's none of my business. I'm like, Sheree, why don't you stop worrying about Kenya's man who was here in the flesh and can drive her home, and worry about your man Tyrone who was behind bars and gotta be lights out at 9 o'clock. How about you worry about that? Okay, so that was basically the gist that went on. If I left anything out, by all means, leave a comment or video response. And like I always, I thank my subscribers and the people who watch my video. I want you to like this video, comment, and subscribe, and share this video with your friends on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and here on YouTube. This is Lady T signing off. Have a good one.